Hello and welcome to the Pretty Good Gaming Daily Triple. That's your no shit gaming news video. 3 news stories in one video with 0 faff. Beyond quarterly profits, there is one thing that these corporate executives seem to spout out more than any other. Single player games are dead.
Dead. Dead. Dead. Dead.
Every actual gamer knows that that simply isn't true, and to be honest, I doubt any of these execs even really believe that. They're just building the narrative that multiplayer is better because it can be additionally monetized more successfully. One of the big players in that conversation is GTA, because traditionally the game has been single player only, but with the advent of GTA5, an online mode was added that continues to be massively popular and profitable. In a recent earnings call, Strauss Zelnick, the boss of Rockstar's parent company Take-Two Interactive, said that they plan to continue pushing single player experiences in addition to multiplayer ones. A Barclays analyst asked about the newest GTA Online heist being played solo by 50% of its players, and whether that would cause Take-Two to alter its viewpoint on single player opportunities in online games. In response, Zelnick had a surprisingly detailed answer. Well, no, this wasn't coincidental. I mean, the folks at Rockstar Games intended to create a powerful single player experience, a story-driven experience, and Rockstar has always been known for great stories and great single player experiences, and then developed, in addition, a massive multiplayer opportunity over the past years. And I think it's a reminder, not that we needed one, that Rockstar Games can do both of these things at the highest possible level of execution in our business. GTA 5 is still one of the biggest games on the market, despite launching back in 2013, and still regularly appears in the game sales charts. It's a really good sign that Take-Two still claims to believe in single player experiences, because those are the ones I'm always the most interested in. Zelnick mentions the argument about single player games being dead and directly disagrees with that, claiming that it's something Take-Two never believed in when its competitors did. I think there was an argument a couple of years ago, not around here, not in this shop, but in some of our competitors' offices, that single player is dead, that it's all about multiplayer.
You're dead. You are dead. Bop boop beep bop bop boop bop. You're dead.
We didn't believe that. I said specifically and publicly that we didn't believe that. Our labels don't believe that, and we deliver an array of experiences that range from hyper-casual mobile to the most complex, the most robust single-player and multiplayer player experiences. And we intend to continue doing that. I don't think any execs like your Andrew Wilsons or your Bobby Kotick's ever really believed single-player games are dead. Every year in the sales charts, regulars like FIFA and COD tend to dominate due to their multiplayer functionality, but also because they are annual releases, though there are always several single-player games on those lists too. According to research by the NPD Group, a market research firm, this is the list of highest-selling video games for 2020 across physical and major digital platforms, unless otherwise stated. The top 4 games on this list all have some kind of multiplayer functionality, though I'd still argue that Animal Crossing is primarily a solo experience. After that, we have 3 single-player only titles with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Last of Us Part 2, and Ghost of Tsushima, which, to be fair, did get a multiplayer mode, but it came post-launch. Looking across the whole table, 11 of the 20 have some kind of multiplayer component, leaving 9 others as single-player only experiences. Based on these numbers, anyone saying single-player is dead is completely out of their mind, which is why I don't think any of these execs actually believe it. They're smart business people. They're just trying to convince investors that single-player games are dead so that they can monetize more heavily in multiplayer, because that's where you can really milk your player base. Zelnick seems to understand that both multiplayer and single-player experiences can coexist in the marketplace and can both be very profitable. 2K Games, one of Take-Two's publishers, actually only had one title on that list, that being NBA 2K21, and that's despite huge controversy with unskippable ads. Clearly, the takeaway from this is that both multiplayer and single-player games can still make a shitload of money.
Can we not figure this out?
Don't get me wrong, Zelnick is still a corporate exec who is money first. He even came out in 2017 and said that he's under-monetizing users. This doesn't mean that I ever expect to see story-based content coming to GTA or Red Dead or anything like that. I just hope this helps end the phony narrative that single-player games are dead. No, they're not dead. No one even believes that. If anything, they're doing better than ever, so let's just stop pretending now, yeah? And next up, while GTA is still a powerhouse that continues to sell insanely well, another game has recently popped up and rocketed its way to the top. Valheim is a sandbox survival game for 1 to 10 players that entered early access at the start of the month. It's a procedurally generated world set within Viking mythology and has taken our world by storm. Currently, at the time of writing, it has over 200,000 players on Steam right now, with a peak of over 364,000. It has over 37,000 reviews on Steam and is overwhelmingly positive, and has over 50,000 viewers on Twitch at the moment. Right now, it's number 4 on Steam's most played games, according to Steam charts, outpacing huge titles like GTA 5, Apex Legends, Rust, TF2, and Rainbow Six Siege. This certainly isn't the first example of a game to show monumental popularity all of a sudden, with games like Fall Guys and Among Us becoming viral sensations only last year. Both of those games fell off after some time, which is generally the way these things go, but both made a lot of noise at their peak and still have some players coming back. Valheim will likely suffer the same fate in a matter of weeks, since we as consumers are very fickle and quickly adopt the next big trend. However, due to its procedurally generated nature and sandbox gameplay, I could see it maybe following in Minecraft's footsteps, so it could potentially go the distance. It's worth remembering that the game isn't even technically a full release yet and is in early access, with a fairly minimal £15 price tag. This lower price has reduced the barrier to entry significantly and resulted in 1 million sales in just 1 week, which is absolutely outstanding for an indie game like this. Valheim is the first project from Swedish studio Iron Gate, and its overwhelming success has likely come as a surprise. The studio does have a full roadmap of content planned for 2021, though none of it comes with release dates, but given the sheer amount of support this game has seen, the devs should have much less trouble updating the game. I even thought about buying it over the past few days, though I never really got round to it, but I love seeing games blow up seemingly overnight like this, especially when it's an indie team. I just hope they can keep the momentum going and update the game, because they could have something really special on their hands. In other tangentially related Viking news, out of the blue, Dying Light just got a Viking themed DLC pack. The bundle, which costs $2.89, features Viking themed cosmetics and weapons including axes, swords, and shields to slay zombies with. The game originally came out in 2015 and has seen a few random spontaneous updates throughout its lifespan. Its sequel, Dying Light 2, seems to be in a bit of development hell at the moment, but the first one was excellent, and it's great to see Techland supporting it so well. Hopefully the folks over at Iron Gate will continue to support Valheim as well as this. And finally, if you're one of the 11 people in the world who actually managed to get a PS5, you may be getting bored of that garish white case. Several unofficial case and skin sellers have popped up and quickly vanished as Sony flexed its iron fist with legal action. However, one lone warrior is standing up against the tech giant and has boldly dared Sony to sue them. Dbrand is an established seller of phone and device skins, and they've branched out to include PS5 cases known as dark plates. These plates, according to Dbrand, are totally legal as the microscopic texture pattern is different from Sony's own product. The whole product page is very tongue-in-cheek as Dbrand claims it is to receive a bunch of Nobel Prizes for its work with dark plates and jokes about testing drugged participants in research. Currently, they're only offering matte black plates for $60, but they are also selling skins which can decorate other parts of the system. Dbrand clearly isn't afraid of Sony at all, as at the top of the page it literally says, "Go ahead, sue us." That is a direct quote. No doubt Sony will slap its big legal dick on the table, but it is so satisfying to watch someone else rise to the challenge, pun intended. And that's it for today. If you like this no shit format, go ahead and give the video a like to give it a boost, hit subscribe and the bell to stay notified about all future installments. Toss a coin to your YouTuber over at patreon.com/prettygoodgaming. I've been Henry Cooper. That's all for today. Bye for now.